द्वितीय वर्ष पई स्टार्टअप यात्रा आरंभ होचे। स्टार्टअप कंपनी ओडिशार किभली ओडिया पिलामानक भितरे उद्योगी चिंताधारा बढ़ेबे एवं तांको भितरे थिबा जो जिज्ञासा ता किभली प्रतिपोषित हबो से नेइकरी स्टार्टअप यात्रा आसंता 11 तारिख आरंभ हबो। ए नेइकरी आज मंत्रींकर पौरोहित्य रे आज एक सांबादिक सम्मेलन ओहब्रे अनुष्ठित होईची। कोन से संपर्क रे से विस्तृत आलोचना करबा हम सहित अछंती एग्जीक्यूटिव ओहब्र एग्जीक्यूटिव चेयरमैन ओमकार राय। वेलकम सर। सर, व्हाट इज द प्रोग्राम दैट यू are going to start the startup jatra from 11th September?
This program will be launched by Honorable Chief Minister. There will be one startup yatra meant for the colleges, and another will be startup express meant for the schools. This startup express has been added this year only because we believed that the young boys and girls from schools can also get into the idea generation, ideation, and they can also become prospective and potential startups in times to come. As briefed, I must say that this time the scale and outreach is at a very larger scale because we are not only covering all 30 districts, but we have last year we had covered only 100 institutions. This year we are both the yatra together, Startup Express and Startup Yatra together. We are going to not only cover 30 districts, but we are also going to cover 250 institutions of this state. So every nook and corner of the state, we are going to create an outreach, sensitization, contact, and our effort to inculcate the idea of innovation, value of entrepreneurship and startup creation. So this program is massive and it's a great outreach that we are trying to create. At the end of the day, we are going to make sure that we receive at least 3,500 ideas. So this time we have created an app, we have launched the portals. So young boys and girls who can come in contact with van camps or get registered through our app, they can come and ideate and pitch during the van campaign. They can also participate and get registered in boot camps. And then they can also record their ideas on our app and website. So this way, by all means, we are going to receive their ideas. So this number can even grow more than 3,500. And this will become a great foundation, basically, for the kind of future, the kind of ambition that we have to make sure that this startup ecosystem and culture of innovation becomes inclusive across the state.
Okay, so there is a curiosity to know that you are going to start up express for the school children starting from the 8th standard to 10th standard. Do you think that the 8th to 10th standard children have such kind of innovative idea and the idea? In what kind of which sector you are going to focus in the students, in the mind of the students, and what is for specifically for the school children? What kind of idea do you expect?
In fact, a lot of work is happening on the ground in terms of tinkering these young boys and girls. So creativity is being inculcated in them by all stakeholders. So the point is that the idea is that we catch them young. Before time, we should let them know the value of entrepreneurship, the value of ideation, the value of startup ecosystem, and also the kind of incentives, grants, support that Startup Odisha has to offer to them, the government of Odisha has to offer to them, so that they can decode the startup journey. They can decode as to what is amounts to become an entrepreneur, how they can become a startup, how they can establish a startup. And that is why sometimes, because of ignorance and lack of information, so many talented people having brightest of idea, they are not very sure whether their ideas have any worth or value. And that is how we can tell them that whatever idea you have, you just come forward, share your idea, and let us evaluate as to whether your idea is worth becoming or getting converted into product or into startup.
Okay. After the collection of the 3,500 ideas, new innovative ideas, then what is the process?
The pool of experts will evaluate those ideas, and then they will select 300 ideas from the Startup Yatra and 100 ideas from the Startup Express. Thereafter, they will be called here for 3-year acceleration program, this OHUB. And the pool of experts, mentors, and stakeholders in the startup ecosystem will interact with them, and they will curate those ideas further They will be handheld, and then finally we will select 20 ideas from Startup Yatra and 10 ideas from Startup Express. These selected people will be now thereafter handheld, and they will be taken through the incubation ecosystem or entrepreneurial.
Provided by you.
Of course, the Startup Odisha has an entire ecosystem with it. We have 27 incubators in our fold, the 4 lakhs square feet of space. This OHub Tower A and Tower B is there. And then we are working with the entire ecosystem across the state, not only in OHub. So as I said, there are educational institutions who are connected with us. There are centers of excellences who are connected with us. In state, critical mass, critical infrastructure that is required. And then our policy is very proactive. You know that we have been declared adjudged top performer state by the Government of India, DPIIT. So we give grant to the startup, grant to the incubators. We give basically subsidies to the incubator for hosting the startup in their incubation. And we have created a kind of mechanism by which we can motivate and we can incentivize the success of the startup by the stakeholders.
Okay, what is the CAS award? Any CAS award, the best idea?
No, we have award. Basically, we will give 3 lakhs award to each successful team from Startup Yatra and 10,000 rupees grant support to every successful young boy and girl from Startup Express. But this is just a incentivization at the very beginning. And I must say that the entire ecosystem having a lot of provision of grants, incubation and other support awaits them. And in case they undertake that journey forward, there will be no dearth of support system. And if they come just with a bright idea, everything is waiting for them.
Thank you, Mr. Roy. Thank you. Thank you for your good luck and for the endeavor. ओडिया पिला निजर केवल पाठ पढ़ी चाकरी पछरे न गोड़ातु राज्य सरकार लक्ष्य चाकरी सर्वस्व न होई किंबा बणमल्ली बणरे फुटी बणरे न झड़ी यह ही राज्य सरकार उद्देश्य जो शिल्प नीति करा जायछि ता किभली लोकलोचन को आसब नुआ उद्योगी सृष्टि हेबे ओडिया पिला माने किभली सेल्फ सफिशिएंट हेबे यह ही राज्य सरकार आभिमुख्य मुख्यमंत्री आभिमुख्य आगामी 5 वर्ष भितर एवं विशेषकर ओडिशा उत्कल प्रदेश गठनर जितेबाला 2036 100 वर्ष पूर्ति करिवो सेतेबेले ओडिया उद्योगी माने किभली राज्य को समृद्ध करिबारे सहायक हेतिबे से दिगरे एई स्टार्टअप ओडिशा निश्चय गोटे बड़ भूमिका निर्वहन करिवो। कैमरा पर्सन भवानी सहित दुर्गा प्रसाद षडंगी, नंदीघोष टीवी।